Good morning, 9 a.m., January 5th, 2023, and once again, it's Thursday. Thursdays seem to happen every week, and they're always right before Fridays. What's going on here? Oops, I gotta mute here. Mute baby beast. My my panel over here is automatically muted, as I've been telling Ken Stout about. He still can't seem to replicate that, so I'll check audio here. He still can't seem to replicate that. There, I've got it in my ears properly. And do you notice something different about me today? Some of you will notice this. Is it hard to notice there's something different today that I haven't done in a long time? Whoa. The image that I'm looking at is a little bit offset, a little bit delayed from my image here, so it's like a what do you call it? Seesaw. There you go. Seesaw. Yeah, it's one of these big bouncy balls. It's been a long time since I brought this into the studio. Let's see, I want to pop out chat and make it bigger and get going with today's content. Hello to you all. I see your names here. Lawn Dog Parker, George, Dennis, Rick, Jeff, Brian, Selden. Let's see, I think these are all just good mornings. Brian, yesterday I lived in California, but the wind last night blew me all the way to Nebraska. I had a lot of rain here. The wind wasn't all that bad in Fresno, but a lot of rain. And we have flood. I think our flood warning ends at noon today, my time. I have 9:02 right now here. People saying hello to each other. And says bouncy ball. Greg, yoga ball, doing leg exercises. No, just in different sitting. I had to make adjustments to my camera. And yeah, I'm on the ball today, Chris. My computer broke last night. It's the hard drive. It's your Apple, right? Is that a Mac? It's the hard drive. Okay. Rick Lakes, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Your rain is coming to Las Vegas today for Jeff. He's in Las Vegas. John Williams says good morning. So topics that I have to respond to. Well, let me come over here to open up the pages that I have saved for Windows Daily on today's date. There's 3 of them there. I'll right click and choose open all. And actually what I should probably start with is comments on videos. These are the comments that I have saved so that I could respond to. Some people I've already thumbs up and hearted your comment if I didn't feel a need to respond. During the show, this Laura Dro responded to and she says Fresno floating. I think what she saw is probably an advertisement on one of my Google pages for Fresno floating, and I thought I would tell her what that's about. Yeah, I have it over here. I have gone to this place a number of times. There's I think more than one Float Fresno place, but this one called Float Fresno. It is a sensory deprivation chamber. And it's not the shower. That's not what it is. They're not actually showing a tank here. Why aren't they showing the tank here? I guess they're scrolling on to others. It's a sensory deprivation tank where it's salt water. So you get into this tank, close the door. It's soundproof. It's light proof. There's no light in there, and you float on this water. That was one of the treatments that I've gone through for my chronic migraine headaches. Don't go do a search and show me links for migraine treatments. I'm under control. I don't need any more help with that. Every time I avoid mentioning that because people keep trying to help. Stop it. Stop it. I know it comes from a kind place, but I'm okay. So thumbs up and heart on that. And then Zavi Manor here. This is the section that was leaked on purpose or by mistake, showing the pictures I gave in the link. This was in response to our conversation the other day about Windows 12. I better go check and make sure everything's looking okay in chat. Yes. Fresno floating with all the rain. That's right. Yes, I do. I need to call $300 data recovery. Bobby's going to do. Don't call them. Just go to their website, and there's a. Let's go show that right now. So $300 data recovery. They don't use the dollar symbol. They type the word dollar in the company name. The website is $300 data recovery. So when you go to their website, and where you want to go is to their chances. Is it on here? Start here. We offer mail-in and drop-in. And how quickly am I getting? Oh, the chances form. So what I consider the first thing to do is to go through their chances form. And then if you're on a phone, try a new phone submission. No. Oh, here's the start. So you can go into start here. Locate your drive's model number, read through this and then go next. Then you're putting in the model number, and then it takes you on to some other things that I can't demonstrate without actually putting that in. But that'll be what's called a chances form, and it's going to go to them, and then they'll send you an email back letting you know, based upon that model of drive and your description of the symptoms, how likely they think a recovery is. You don't owe them any money at that point. As a matter of fact, even after they respond to that, then you do the mail-in form, or you're either going to deliver it to them or mail it in to them. And that's a different form in each case, and you put in more information about the circumstances. And when they actually get your device, they do an initial evaluation, then send you an email from that, and that's when you're obligated, is after you respond to that. You're not obligated just by sending it to them so that they can check it out a little bit. It's pointless to call them. Jason Maribel, Doug, finally caught you live. Thanks for having me. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Then let's get back to continuing with responding to people's comments. This one's Avi Manor. Let's see. When I click on this, it goes to a new page. And it's going, I thought it was going to go right to, oh, here's the place where he's showing the thing that was exposed that people are saying is Windows 12 is almost there. Let's see, that's it. Because down here at the bottom, it appears to be a floating toolbar. You can see a little bit of the desktop image behind it. And let's see, there's another place here where it's more specific, where it has more stuff that people are thinking it's Windows 12. Now I'm wondering, see, there's this stuff up at the top of the desktop, and over on the right side there's notification area icons. I'm thinking this just could be another alpha features that might be destined to be released in Windows 11. Why people think this is Windows 12, I haven't quite seen an explanation why they jumped to that level. During Satya's performances or presentations, I think every little thing is planned out, and the whole industry seems to agree with that. They'll pick out and spot things like this that are just brief glances, and they're saying that that's Windows 12. And then this comment here is, I think, more of a write-up about it. And this particular image here looks like it's just a modification from somebody else's Windows 10 variations. When I right-click on this image, some of you may not know this, you can click on here, Search Image with Google. This is going to do a Google search for that image and find other places where this image shows up. So here's some that say Windows 12, and it seems to me there was some places down here where it shows some very similar images as alternatives for Windows 11. Yeah, see, some of these say Windows 11 and even Windows 10 on some of those. I didn't go through those very thoroughly. But anyway, this gives more information here about why they think that this might be Windows 12. I don't quite see a convincing argument for it, but I don't care. Absolutely don't care. Windows 12 will be here when Windows 12 here. Oh, let me show you something else that I discovered as I was poking around looking at this. Let's see, I wonder where I have that. Well, I'm not sure where I save that, so I'll just do a fresh Google search for Windows 12 code name, I think is what pulled up this interesting site. Yeah, this first hit here. This is the one that Google says this is the answer for Windows 12 code name. If we go into here, we see a whole bunch of information about Windows 12. Look at this. They actually are posting here the dates for updates of known builds of Windows 12. So here they've got the actual dates of specific release numbers of Windows 12 in 2024. And they go down here and they have more stuff about Windows 12 all in here about with dates committed to. Look at these build numbers. These are in 2024 for Windows 12. If you go through this, this will give you all the documentation that you could possibly want for what Windows 12 is and is going to be, and so on and so forth. However, if you come on over here to what is fandom to find out what is this website anyway that Google says is the authoritative answer for Windows 12. Fandom is the world's largest entertainment and gaming fan platform with over 350 million people. Entertainment, memorable experience. We reach more fans. Where is this particular sentence I saw before? And we do it all for the love of fans, constant companions. They explore, celebrate, engage. Oh, I'm not going to find it here, am I? Basically, there's a place on here that said something about fandom is a place where you can basically make up your own story about anything and have it publicized as fact. So it's phony. Fake news. Let's come back over. Where am I at? I'm trying to get back to the comments. Did I lose that? No, here we go. So thank you for Zavi. I was glad to have those links from you. Danielle Emberley had talked to us about her problems with Thunderbird. Eventually concluded she was getting pop-ups in Thunderbird. And we discussed that on a previous Windows Daily. She says after opening and closing Thunderbird several times, concluded the pop-up was generated by Thunderbird. It would seem some software update was making my computer look like a new computer to the email provider. So it was challenging her to put in her credentials for the email. And she was concerned, is this phony? Is this somebody phishing? Now I've done thumbs up and hearts for those. So that means these will drop off of my comments. Then Sheldon Ball follow-up to his in-chat question, which was, can Macrim Reflect 8 freeze rescue USB be used to back up and restore a Windows system disk which does not have Macrim Reflect installed? He says, I personally determined the answer is yes. Several people assured me that it would work, but there was at least one person in chat who seemed to have doubts. Let's make this bigger. Details of my adventures in implementing the procedure are available upon request. It's rather long, so I'm reluctant to post it here. I don't have a request. I'm not requesting the details for you unless you really found something oddball and strange and worth informing people about. But glad that worked out for you. Pineapple Road at 808 in this video says, that's strange. For me, it does show the option to directly download the free version from that page. He's talking about Macrim Reflect here in their free version. I had difficulty finding the download for a free version. So I'm going to demonstrate a little bit more, but we got to include Sheldon Ball's comment on that. Google found the free download at this link, so we'll go look at that in a moment. Also, the products drop-down menu, which is at the top of their homepage, includes a link to the free download page at the bottom. I'm still not seeing that. So I'll right-click a new tab there, and this is the link that he's taken us to. So he said products at the bottom of it has a place for the free version. Now, I remember that. I remember an entry here for the free version. Are some of you able to see that? I'm wondering if it's different for me because of the cookies that have been stored on this site on my computer, or that Macrim knows that I already have a paid version installed on this computer. I don't know. Is the Reflect Free showing up here for you? Now, he also said that if we scroll down to the bottom of the page, includes a link to the free download. Now, I don't have that either. Scroll down here to the bottom. I do recollect seeing free links at the bottom for the free version. Now, all I see in here, this is the link that he put in there, was Workstation Free Trial. That's not a free version. That's a free trial. They have and I think still do have a free version of the software, but I don't think they really make it very prominent. So still, I'm not seeing it here. Reflect 8 Home, this is buy now. There's nothing here for free. Free minor version upgrades, that's nothing. Yeah, so still, I'm not seeing that. Take a quick look in chat. Still like Thunderbird, nobody responding to that free version bit. I'll come back to the chat in a bit. Oh, does Ken Stout have a show scheduled this morning? I'll go find out. I gotta zoom this down a little bit so I can even see this edit button. And then go to customization, scroll down, redirect ad. I know he might have already answered the question in chat, but oh, you know what? I had seen that earlier. I think this morning. I saw that he had this scheduled at 9:30. Then I'll come back to this. I guess I finished with Macrium. I'm still not seeing free download, even though people are saying that they see that. So I'll thumbs up and heart that, and then thumbs up and heart that. Google found the free download at this location. Yeah, so well, what if I actually Google Macrium Reflect free? If I search for the free version, will it get me to the free trial? Not trial. Don't want trial. Want the free version. That's a free trial. After 30 days, you have to pay for it. Except that after the 30 days, if you decline to pay for it, then I think they will offer you the free version. Or maybe you have to actually try to go and uninstall it first. I think at the end of the 30 days, if you say no to buying it, it'll just convert to the free version. That's what I recollect. If you don't wait for the 30 days, if you just install this free trial, and then 10 minutes after installing it, if you go to uninstall it, I think it'll offer to convert to the free version. That's my recollection. If somebody wants to try it and put in a comment on one of my videos, then it'll show up here and we'll get a report about that. Austin Pinto, yesterday we talked about the drive cloning. He says, thanks for the answer about Drive Cloner. This was the tool I need, although I'm from India, so I had to get something different, and it's going to be delivered today. Now, one of these other, this article here, can I copy from a larger to smaller capacity drive? We had some conversation after yesterday in chat about that, and I realized later, no, of course you cannot clone from a larger drive to a smaller size drive the way we can in Macrium Reflect software. You can't do that with these hardware devices. And now I didn't specifically see anybody claim this or state this, but it just occurred to me. In order for those hardware devices to be able to clone from a larger content drive, well, larger size drive to a smaller drive, when there's less occupied space than the new drive, in order to do that, that cloning device would have to be able to load the file system and understand the file system, but it's doing those clones regardless of what file system you have. So it has to be a forensic copy, sector by sector, which several people said that, but what I have an understanding of now is the obvious explanation. In order for it to be able to clone to a smaller drive, it has to be able to identify what is occupied space and what isn't, because without the file system being loaded into a CPU and RAM, the device doesn't know which of those ones and zeros comprise actual files. So that made total sense when I came to that thought. Okay, then let's go on here. Austin Pinto then says, no, I can't be active in chat. Now I'm sure he's using a voice dictation, so don't bother with that word can. I'm sure he meant can't. I can't be active in chat, but the time of making this video is 1:30 or 2 a.m. in India. So he's in India. It's 1:30 or 2 a.m. right now, so I can't watch the video at that time. So Austin, glad to have you aboard. We'd love to get to know you better and interact with you through your comments on the videos, and we'll welcome aboard. and glad we were able to help you with that. Okay, so that's all of those. Now, what else? I got so many things open here. I'm not sure which of those tabs are from these, so I'll just go reopen them again. Open all three in a new window. It's 9:20, so I got 10 minutes. Oh yeah, somebody in chat yesterday was talking about super duper, and somebody else made a comment in chat, kind of joking at their language. But then I realized that super duper is actually the name of a software in the Apple whatever, the Apple world. Advanced disk cloning and recovery utility. That's how they do cloning in the Apple world. He was saying, I'll have to load super duper, and somebody made, I don't remember what it was, a comment about superheroes or something, but that is Apple's way. And then this one was, about the larger drives to the smaller drives, and then this is remind me to go into chat. Let me go see if I have any emails flagged for today's show. I don't think so. No emails I have listed here are for January, for yesterday, and that was Austin's email. And yeah, so Austin, if you're responding to me by email, your interactions will be included when they call for a response. So I've got everything thumbed and hearted. Thumbed, that sounds like a rude comment. Thumbed up. Let's get to chat and go catch up with chat. Let's see, I'll start at the bottom, take a look just to be sure nothing wrong here. You talked about SpinRite yesterday. It cost $90. I wish there was a trial version. I don't know if there will be. Now, that version of SpinRite is not the new version that does way more. The 6.1 version is just massively improved over 6.0. He called it 6.1 instead of 7.0 because he has other visions for 7.0. As soon as he publishes 6.1, he's going to start working on 7.0, which is going to blow something out of the water. I don't know what. Because I'm so looking forward to 6.1. Now, he's actually in alpha testing now. He's got, I'm not sure if it's hundreds or thousands of people that are doing alpha testing. He said the other day, I think, that he's got thousands of troubled drives out there that they test his 6.1 alpha product. As soon as it's available, I will be doing demonstrations of it. As soon as the 6.1 is released for public consumption. Yesterday I lived in California. I saw that. It's cold. Bouncy ball. Chris. Ball on the ball. Rick's $5. Coming to Las Vegas. $300 data recovery floating. Doug, I finally got you live. From GD ears to Satya Nadella to fandom. Yeah, that fandom site. There is nothing on that page that reveals that it's a fake site. William Dawson, Windows 12 means nothing. Microsoft can change its mind at any time it has in the past. Just look at NVIDIA and the RTX, yada, yada. Same basic code, just renamed. Yeah, nothing's locked in until they actually announce it. And then even then, they'll make changes, right? I've noticed some issues with Thunderbird over the years. Sometimes an update causes you to have to put your passwords for that account back in. Seems that happened after certain updates. Well, I think I've had that happen with my Google Mail too. I don't think it's that unusual. And particularly over the last year or two, email security has been incrementing up. And we'll be talking more about that when I get into that DNS stuff that I mentioned yesterday. I'm probably going to be doing that as a recorded video. What is annoying sometimes is finding the place you can actually re-input your password. Microsoft, be sure you should go to the place for re-entering your password. Don't do that from a link, from an email, or from a text message. Microsoft could change their name and mind and extend Windows 10 support to 2030. I think it's highly unlikely that they would do that at this point because so many people have made the purchase decisions to get Windows 11 capable computers that if they were to change that now, I think a lot of people would be upset over that. where they would have rather stayed with their old computers and Windows 10 rather than upgrading because they see a deadline coming up. It is kind of a bug in my opinion with Thunderbird. I have 5 accounts of Thunderbird. Sometimes after an update, one of these accounts password again. I've only got 5 minutes left, so I'm going quickly. Morning, Doug, all in chat. Yes, Navy, thank you for your service. I also don't see it anymore. Doesn't see the free thing. I get a link to Reflect free in a box before the trial box you get. So you're seeing a Macrium Reflect 8 free in a box before the trial box that I'm getting, the workstation, before you get the workstation free trial. Yeah, that's my recollection. So I think I'm not seeing it for some reason. If I had more time right now, I would go to an incognito window and see if I can get it there, although I think I already tried that. I think I tried that yesterday. Greg M's got something for hacks.net. Backup software Macrium Reflect free is being retired. Oh, November 27th, 22. Many GHacks users use the backup software for their backup tasks. The free for non-commercial use version is being retired by parent company. Well, that's interesting because they have, at my last checking, they still had the free for commercial use version. So this is saying the free for non-commercial use is being retired. So have they already retired the free for commercial use? Interesting. And does that mean they're just going to take it off of their website, or does that mean it's no longer available even if you try to uninstall the software? And how authoritative is this? Because this is ghacks.net. How do they know this? It might be included down there somewhere, but I don't have time to go through that right now. So where am I at? Oh, I need to get back to chat. And then that was that one. Gary Weisenberg, Reflect free. I see a home and commercial version. So go look at that. So Gary, does this screen show up the same, the way that you have free for home, free for commercial? That's free trial. That's Macrium Reflect 8 home. I'm not seeing free for home and free for commercial. This is the same page I was at before. So Gary is seeing free for home and free for commercial here. And that's workstation. This is solution for commercial use, but it's a free trial. That's not free, that's free trial. Limited period of time. But again, once you get into it, maybe it offers something else. Ken is going on 9:30 my time. Yep, still going to get there. And this is Civi Minor. Did I already do that one? This Reflect 8 free. Here it is. License for commercial setting. That's commercial free. Does not say trial. Macrium 8 workstation. That's buy now. Workstation trial. Reflect 8 free. Bingo. Bingo bada boom. That's it. So macrium.com/reflect free #. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. Free, not trial, Gary says. The winner, me too. The free version apparently being retired according to that. Didn't really encounter anything surprising with Macrium's repair. I've got 2 minutes left. How many more oranges do I have? Just a couple oranges, few. Seldom ball, I clean all browser cache and cookies all the time and on exit. Look at Civi Minor's link, did that. And then Nick, did you see this about SpinRite 6? I'll go to that in a moment. Correct, I just downloaded it after getting an email from Macrium, free, not free trial. Beautiful, thank you, we got that cleared up. So let's see, Storm et al. Regarding SpinRite 6. The site is stormetal.com. SpinRite 6, opinion, too little, too late. Oh yes, I did look at that, and if this is the one that I did look at, it has a lot of misinformation, just totally incorrect, wrong statements in here. Yeah, this looks like the one that I saw before. The 6.1 will boot on UEFI systems. It covers all forms of DOS, and it's going to be 6.1. 6.0 does not boot on UEFI. So it's just wrong. 6.1 may be too little too late. Many of the problems Spinrod didn't exist back then. U2s, and it just really doesn't. It smacks of lack of information. So I'm not putting any credence into that at this point. Don't believe just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's true. Got to be a little skeptical. That's all for today. I hope that was useful. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.